2024 Chevy Corvette C8 Stingray. Bad boy, Seawolf Gray. We're talking 495 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. You may be asking, real deal, why is a Corvette in the middle of a Ford dealership's car lot? Well, you know, Akins Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and Wild Willies mostly showcases Ford custom vehicles. Well, it's been on my heart, as well as Mr. Akins, to show y'all that we love to customize anything. Plus, I had to keep you on your toes. The wife and I were wanting to get a performance car. Once again, we've had Mustang, we've had a Corvette Z06 in the past, and we were thinking, do we go dark horse? So we test drove a dark horse. I did an extensive review of that, and that is the most torquey, naturally aspirated V8 I've ever driven. It was totally epic, but when the wife's driving it or when the son's driving it, I was a little bit scared because that thing will get away from you just like that. So right back to the Vet, but the C8 instead of the C7, mid-engine bad boy. And those hips, those thighs, they got me hypnotized, y'all. And the purpose of the video today is we're going CORSA Extreme exhaust, along with the ACS composite front splitter, because the OE splitter on the C8 has a lot of texture in it and it does not come out enough to me to give that aggressive appeal overall. I may down the line do a side skirt and rear as well, but for right now, just doing the front and exhaust. And let me tell you, we are so happy that we went with this instead of the Mustang. Not saying that I don't love the Mustang. There'll probably be one of those in the near future also, but for right now, this is an incredible supercar. And I say that because to me it is. It's like the poor man's Ferrari, you know? It drives and handles unbelievable. I've been so impressed with everything about this car inside and out. Big shout out to Mark Forster as well for making this happen. It's got the Z51 package. I love these wheels, but I'm thinking down the road I want to change the wheel too to get a little bit more of an offset and width overall. Everything in here is driver focused. Even as the passenger, you have your little cockpit area. Everything is segregated, and the cold start is so epic even with stock exhaust. Yes, sir. Heads up display. This Vet does have the active exhaust already, which you can dial in with the rotary dial right here. So we bump from weather, my mode, touring, and sport. The gauge clusters change for each as well. Probably my favorite, the track. Ready to rip. We're gonna run through each of the exhaust sequences, starting out with a nice cold start. I have my mode set up with track exhaust for everything else. To me, it's the best balance overall. And of course, I want that exhaust to be as loud as possible. James up at our shop is doing the exhaust and the splitter install for us, which you'll see here in a moment. CORSA Extreme exhaust is supposed to give us 18 more horsepower, 16 more pound-feet of torque, and 9 decibels louder. I've heard this exhaust on other C8s, and it's truly glorious. I picked CORSA as my go-to. Factory exhaust was derived and made by Borla, and it is an amazing stock exhaust, but you know we're always looking for that next level here at Wild Willies. Okay, so now we have a good baseline of how the exhaust sounded in the stock form throughout all levels. Now it's time for James to get after it and check out the final result. I'm so pumped, y'all. Let's go. Time to get cracking. Man, I am in love with this car. Cannot wait to hear it with CORSA Extreme. James just put a solid half day on the Vet. And when you see it in this state, it's kind of like scary because you got everything taken off. You got to take the whole rear portion of the Vet off. But look how sleek and mean we're going to be compared to the factory, which it actually, you've heard it, it sounds good in the stock form, but we're just looking for that little bit of extra next level oomph. I can't wait to hear it. Also down here at the bottom, you can see our X pipe, and we're going to paint that black because that is more evident when you do aftermarket exhaust. So we're gonna paint that black to take that away overall, but more flow, more power, better sound is real deal legit. We have black CORSA tips. Those are gonna look amazing on the back. Cold air intake location right there. Probably should have replaced that with a CORSA as well, since we were right there. And I literally woke up this morning thinking about this. I was dreaming about it. I woke up this morning, the heart rate was up. I was like, I cannot wait to see the final result and obviously just hear this bad boy. James knocking it out, doing a great job. Let's have our first listen. Oh my gosh, that is exactly what I was after. Well worth it. Unbelievable. Back up at the shop, got the ACS composite front splitter. Looks so much more aggressive. Just adding that right there, 599 bucks. That's a huge add-on. It really changes the overall aggressiveness of the front end. Now you heard James do the cold start inside the shop. Let's hear more exhaust glory out of the Corsa Extreme. Seawolf gray on another level. Look right here at those tips, dude, the black tips. And the angle cut, circular style now versus the squared off look looks so much better to me. Here we go. Still sounds good in touring, you know. Yeah. Now we're in the cab, we'll let you hear it from the inside. Not really a whole lot louder on the inside than it was in the stock form, which is a testament to the insulation and soundproofing that Corvette has put into the technology of this car overall. Super impressed with it inside and out. And the moral of the story is Wild Willies custom accessories right here at Akins Ford in Winder, Georgia. We customize Chevrolets. Anything auto, we can make it happen for you. And it's our vision to be the leader in customizing anything. So please come see us, bring us what you got, and trust in us that we got great techs and great knowledge and experience to make your ride elite and take it to the next level every single time. More to come on Real Deals Vet and more. Thanks for watching the video today, y'all. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out.